Charles the Fourth, King of...
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Sir Hanush, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanush told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
I see.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
Who are these Waldensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in... Both possibilities, but to answer...
I gathered that much.
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor. I'll get working on it.
God be with you, my...
God be with you, Henry. Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment.
Leave it be, Howell.
If you say so.
Goodbye.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for it?
Of course. Couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
I'd like you to...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right, but...
Isn't that...
good luck. God be with...
You up for a... So bring it on! Come on, it's time I had a throw. in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Your turn.
Come on, it's time I had a throw. No harm. Now, if it came after 3 wands...
This'll be the one. No luck tonight. No point in pushing it.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Why, oh why didn't I quit while I was ahead? May the Lord watch over you.
You up for it?
God be with you.
God be with you.
Here's the farmer's pouch you asked for.
Great, thanks. He'll have a fit when he finds out. He won't get a wink of sleep till he gets a new one. You see, he's got this idea he'll be eaten alive by fleas and lice without his amulet.
I'm always on the lookout for work. What have you got?
When I worked for the farmer, I took a fancy to his maid. Only she's got someone else. A draper. He gives her fine shawls and chemises. And I don't have a chance. Go and steal the shawl she has.
What use would her shawl be to you?
I'll slip it to someone else and then tell the draper his sweetheart puts no value on the gifts he gives her. He's really jealous, so he'll be mad as hell.
That's not very...
Don't worry. I'll reward.
May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
The Lady of Talmberg sent me. She wants me to find out why the crown's been delayed.
Through no fault of ours, I can tell you that. We had a large stone ordered for mounting on the crown, a beautiful Moldavite from South Bohemia that we had cut and polished in Prague. But, well, in short, the good merchant, Martin Wiesek, who was supposed to bring it from Prague, got lost along the way. It's like the ground swallowed him up.
Well, Lady Stephanie won't be happy.
Look, we've got something else here we can replace the stone with, but I'm sure even you can see it's not worthy of a noble wedding, and definitely not worthy of our fine craftsmanship. Oh, if I only had someone who'd try to find the Moldavite.
Why don't you just ask me? Of course I'll try to find the stone. Just tell me where the fellow was seen last.
That fellow, as you call him, the esteemed merchant, Martin Wiesek, was last seen riding alongside the Sassau River, passing by the footbridge over the ford, to the west of here. Evidently, he never made it to Sassau town.
Well, I'll look for him, but he could be far over the mountains by now. Or under the ground.
Take care now.
You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What is it?
It's just that you look like someone who doesn't... And I'm looking for someone... Let me put it this way. I know how to come by some serious wealth. Treasure, so. And I'm willing to share this information with you for a trifling sum.
I don't get it. Why don't you just get the treasure for yourself?
To tell you the truth, I can't make head nor tail of it. It's a parchment with something scribbled on it. But I've no head for such things.
So for all you know, it's worthless.
No, no. It leads to treasure. That I can swear.
Sounds a little...
Now, that was an interesting twist of fate. I won it from a fellow at dice. He ran out of coin and bet this crumpled parchment. I'd have sent him to hell, of course, if I'd been sober. But I says to myself, why not? And I won it.
That's a rather wild...
Excellent. Here. Is that some new kind of game?
Yeah. I brought you that...
Thank you. I'll hide it in the farmer's bed and then tell the draper. He'll cripple the bastard if you don't kill him outright.
Who is it you want to get revenge on? The farmer or his maid?
All of them. They're all a bunch of diabolical swine. And that draper, too.
Is there anything...
One last thing. But it won't be so easy this time. I got my own back on the farmer and that wench. Now it's the draper. Steal the tinderbox he carries. It's his pride and joy. And he's always boasting about how fine it is. Everyone knows it's his. Once you've got it, I'll set the whole bloody farm on fire and drop his tinder.
What reward?
I'll give you a pair of boots I just got from the cobbler. You'll never find more
The event...
Farewell.
got the Draper's tinderbox for you.
He who laughs last, laughs loudest. Here's the boots I promised you. Wear them in good health. Good luck to you.
Have you got a little time to spare?
What is it?
I'd like to challenge you to a duel.
Why would I want to fight you?
Ad honorem, friend. For honor. For the...
Huh?
So, shall we cross swords?
That sounds interesting.
Ah, so chivalry alone is not...
No, sir. I'm drawn to...
I see. Well, why not? Let us make it more interesting, then. I'll tell you what. I have a fine suit of armor, a horse and a sword I won at dice. The horse and sword I can use, but the armor doesn't fit me well. I'll bet a piece of armor against a reasonable sum of groschen.
All right.
I'm glad to hear it. Mrdka. God. Quitting. I'm over here. You'll pay for that.
place at the wrong time. Hey, all of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! To arms! Get over here! Gone weak at the knees, Hep? Over here! Where is...
Jesus Christ.
About that Moldov.
Yes.
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening. Take care now. My respects.
What?
I'm a man of my word. Of course it's finished. Here you have it. Thank the Lord you found that Moldavite. It wouldn't be the same without it. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Oh, dear God. Christ! Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
How do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
it's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew going to see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
You know, I made puppy dog eyes at her. But most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us.
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it. I want to...
Sir.
I'd like to...
Oh, what? Now.
Take care.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the ass. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to...
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working at a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable. And there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So...
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him.
I'll keep that in mind.
See you later.
My pleasure.
back with the...
Good. Let's go to the cross in the bedroom.
First, I better finish what I came here for.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel a bit out of my depth. This is...
Now you tell me. Well, get started.
Well, here goes. Pater noster quiest incarnis sanctificator omen tuum.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
Shh! I mustn't be interrupted. In nominate parties et filiis et spirits, etc. Ave Maria, gratia, plenty, dominatrix tecum. Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. O Lord, may he rest in eternal peace, and may eternal light guide his way. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please God, I can finally sleep in peace at night. Come by tomorrow to see if it worked.
I'm honored that a knight such as you...
Something special with it.
Picky is he?
That's putting it mildly. I can't do it in cream.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
It's too common for him.
Oh,
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
Rosemary.
But you need the help anyway, and they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But...
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay.
I never thought we could sort it out.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes.
All right. Take care now.
I am on.
Are you?
They're good carpenters, but someone constantly has to stand behind their backs and keep it.
Really?
Yes, yes. When I'm there with them, everything goes smoothly. But the moment I leave, I hear Thomas yelling at them.
I've heard.
I don't know what I'd do without Thomas. He keeps an eye on everything for me now. The mill wouldn't function without him.
That's all I need, Miller.
God be with you.
All this constant fear that some cutthroat will jump me out of nowhere.
Welcome, Henry.
Jesus, what have you been up?
You can't walk around here in the dark without a light.
It took some doing, but I made it.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
I went...
Don't tell me.
That's about right.
Yeah, that Thomas is a wily bastard. All he has to do is complain a few times, and the miller will always take his side.
Well, it seems there's nothing we can do to...
Not a damn thing. Whatever the miller thinks, goodbye.
Good day to you.
Jesus... I'd like...
Farewell.
What else you, sir?
I hear...
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
Pour me one.
Not afraid of anything, eh? This'll be the one.
Got it for you right here.
Now you. Not afraid of anything, eh? That's it. Should No, I daren't.
Here, enjoy it.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Damn!
Want to try...
I can't wait to see how you throw. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
My pleasure.
That's all.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. No one ever died from throwing dice, you know.
Now you. Your turn.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
We'll see. Cursed luck! That'll do me.
Curses, why did I even start this game? Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
You're lucky. Too damn lucky for my taste. I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Hey, what are you playing at here?
Huh. God be with.
Have you...
Aye, there's... For how long?
Just the...
No problem.
Here you go.
You've got it all...
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I...
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' law doesn't help.
Fine.
Yeah.
He won't get away! Somebody help me!
You're dead.
Yo! Oh dear, did that hurt?
Had enough. No excuses.
Here!
You got the thrush.
Yes, sir. You really let him go? And did you get the loot back?
I did. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
The very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. God be with you.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails ya. Try them.
Fresh bread! Come and get it! Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either. Bread, fresh bread! Bread, rolls, buns, and pretzels for you.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
Good health.
Take care.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit, you'll be able to...
Onions that'll even make your man dry like a
Elf, your fields lie fallow. Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter, and you'll need a rake.
I'm no soldier. Besides, there's no need to go right now. Everything's well hidden, and it won't be sprouting legs and running. God save.
Trouble at home?
You overheard us, did you? She's a good woman. Normally we don't quarrel, but things have been hard on us these days.
And is there some way I could help you? People here know me. I've helped a few of them.
You're right. Folk have been talking about you. All right, I'll tell you. When I was running from Skalitz, I left some value...
It could be you're not the only one who knows about the treasure.
Oh my God! I hope we haven't been robbed.
Hopefully not as yet.
In any case, the coin would really come in handy right now, but I'm afraid to go back there alone. Do you think you could...
Of course.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I hope.
So, are you happy with your new cook, Merchant Hagen?
Happy? It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, what's the matter? I chose her according to my best knowledge and conscience.
She certainly knows how to cook. Her food is excellent. But her stories...
Stories?
More like sermons, actually. All about the evils of Mammon, how Jesus threw the merchants out of the temple and whatnot. And it's all Father Francis this, Father Francis that. No doubt, Father Francis was a saint with infinite patience.
Well, the main thing is she knows how to cook, isn't it?
True. Her trout braised in wine with spices. Honestly fit for a king, I must admit. And she can manage all the housework. Perhaps in time she'll lose interest in preaching. I hope.
So, it seems things worked out well enough, didn't they?
Well, I asked for a cook and you sent me one, but...
Exactly. I did what you asked. So, about my reward.
Do you really think you deserve one?
Of course I do.
All right, then. Here you are. Farewell.
Lady Stephanie of...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? jewels from Germany.
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah.
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to... I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can do to... Farewell.
I'd like...
Well... I've...
Good day to you.
I've heard there's a contest happening, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wine to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I do?
Splendid. Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Farewell. Take care now.
I hope I can be of...
Congratulations on your...
Thank you. I can't...
Yes, on the subject of drinking, I'm guessing you prefer beer to wine?
No, not really. I could drink beer in any tavern, but there's no wine as good as this one.
It's just that the wine you won, I need it.
Not a chance. I won it fairly.
You don't want to disappoint Lady Stephanie of Talmberg and her courier, do you?
Lady Stephanie, you say? I've always liked her ladyship. You know what, then? Take the keg. And please give her my respectful greetings. Farewell.
Do you know any...
The wrestler's dead? I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know. I wouldn't want to be accused of heresy.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenants, spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave?
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice. When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Fine.
You'll find it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in. Truth be told, I don't know of anyone who is able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
Yeah.